It's time for baseball. Kendall Graveman gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stars, station to station, trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts, and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their run.
Backhanded. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Runners on first with one down. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Into the box now, Mike Trout, runner in scoring position with two gone. A throw behind the runner at second, but the runner's back easily. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner back in standing. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Stepping up now, Jorge Mateo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Franklin Barreto. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. On to first, and there were two down. Striding in for his first at-bat, Stephen Piscotty, and he's someone they're going to have to watch out for. You can see he's been a tough out over the last couple of series. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight, they have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the... Now at the plate, Zach Cozart. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Fegley finds it. And he makes the throw to first. Balbuena is retired. 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. We play inning number 2. Hard hit to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way, too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
So the plate now is the designated hitter, Ryan Schimpf. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but Eddie.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Here's Chris Davis now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. The 2-2 one more time. This is foul right side. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Ready on 0-2. Olsen connects and sends it to deep right field. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Into the box now, Trace Thompson. Soft liner to the left side, and 1 gone. Ready now, Matt Chapman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He loses him on ball 4. And that brings up Chad Pinder. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Back goes Trout, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
And there's out number 2. Now the A's designated hitter, Jorge Mateo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Count even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line toward right center, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock. And
so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make 1 bad pitch.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough. Now batting, Martin Maldonado. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's got 2 hits in 16 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. 2 balls and a strike now. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. In now is Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. Missed with a slider.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count pitch on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. After it is Davis. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Two and two.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. So digging in now, Chris Davis.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Into the box, Matt Olson. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms leading off the inning, Justin Upton. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. You can't allow this guy to lead off the ball.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Justin Upton becomes the first out of the inning. 1-1. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Digging in, Zach Kozar looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Trace Thompson digs in. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Standing in, Matt Chapman. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Oakland.
Now at the plate, Chad Pinder. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work into their pen as quick as possible, and if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there. Digging in for his second at-bat, Luis Valbuena. He'll start off the fifth in this one. Now the 3-2 pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The batter, number 5.
And now for the Angels, Albert Pujols. A base hit in his first trip. Hit hard down the line. Oh, way to get dirty. He gathers the throw. Hey now. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Ryan Schimpf. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding his own.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jorge Mateo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Takes this the other way to right. Number 25 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. There's ball 4. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
Right fielder.
Hit out toward second. Played on the backhand. He'll go to the bag for 1. Relay to first in time. In now is Andrelton Simmons. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 23 for him thus far. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Standing in now, number 25. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Justin Upton. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Davis. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Justin Upton with the solo home run. And that is home run number 63 on the year. And the Angels are right back in it. It's now a 4-2 score.
Yeah, he was having 0 luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2 at-bats. But it only takes 1 swing to get back in a groove. That was definitely it.
Into the box, Mike Trout. Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. Thompson looks up, And this one's gone. And they're within one after back-to-back homers. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. Home run number 51 on the year as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Zach Cozart sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. And it's full now, 3-2. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Now a big swing by Valbuena, and he connects. This is carrying well. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 31 for him on the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece. Here's Albert now, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Stepping in, Chris Davis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Lays off 2-2 now.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Chris Davis is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. Oh, you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Daniel Gossett will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Stepping in, Ryan Schimpf. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as run is aboard to lead off the inning. In now, Martin Maldonado. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. He's under it and makes the catch standing inside the visitors' bullpen. Digging in, Andrelton Simmons. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2. So striding in, number 25. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit on the ground out to short. Barreto's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. High and deep to straightaway right. Going back is the right fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Coming to the plate now, Chad Pinder. He singled his last time up. In there, 1-2 now. All knotted up, 4-4 the score here in the 7th. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Here's Simmons at short. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for Oakland.
Next up for the A's, Josh Begley. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Hit to short. Simmons has it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball. Coming to the plate now, Justin Upton. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam in with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
Back up the middle, and Upton's aboard. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
A bouncer to the left side, and that'll be another base hit as it's through into left, so it's 2 straight knocks to start the 8th. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out. Now at the plate, Zach Cozart, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 1-2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
And a strikeout here yet again. It's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He went deep last time up.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Keeping particularly close tabs on him. Upton at second, Trout at first, 1 gone. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Upton is digging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you're starting to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Yeah, and they just don't want any part of Pujols here, and rightly so, as he'll trot on down to first on the intentional walk. 3-0. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Ready for another chance? Martin Maldonado. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Working for the punch-out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Andrelton Simmons will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Another 0-2 coming. Missed with a slider. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitch.
Leading off the inning, Jorge Mateo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Nick Tropiano is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Schimpf backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Franklin Barreto. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Hit out towards second. Schimpf brings it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Riding in once again, Stephen Piscotty. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Fly ball out toward left center field. Trout has a read on it, and the inning is over. A's are ready for another shot now. Number 25. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Here's Justin Upton now. 1 out, nobody on. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Hard hit ball to second. Pinder is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's Chris Davis now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Blake Parker takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off the closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with 1 swing. But a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it up.
Stepping in now, Trace Thompson. The 1-2. High and deep to right center. Trout giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Chapman. Mano-a-mano with Blake Parker. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Last strike now for Oakland. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Los Angeles Angels get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Tyler Skaggs earns his 12th victory in the ball game. Blake Parker closes the door for the save, his 33rd of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Now from a place that's stepping up now, Andrelton Simmons. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Popped him up. Olsen in foul ground. One away.
In the second box, right fielder, number 25.
The 1-2. Dribbled up the line. That winds up foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
That's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
Full count, 3-2. Drilled to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 3-2 pitch. It's hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A two-run home run off the bat of Justin Upton. And that's home run number 64 on the season. And the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
So coming to the plate, Mike Trout. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Ready now for L.A. Zach Cozart.
Third baseman number 7, Zach Cozart.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Into the box now, Luis Valbuena. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. The 3-2 pitch is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 32 now for the season, as the Angels have now opened up a 4-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Here's Albert now, and the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. The 2-1 on its way, and a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Striding in, Ryan Schimpf, who represents the 8th man to bat here in the first with 4 runs already on the board. 3-1 to him now. 4 runs here in this half inning. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Now in the box, and the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. The 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging. Pujols on second. Schimpf on at first with 2 down. And oh, this one's by him to the backstop. So now 2 men in scoring position. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Smolinski going back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. Number 26 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning and your entire offense is off and running.
In now, Andrelton Simmons. All even now, 2-2. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Number 25 would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Oh, there it goes in the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field. 24 home runs for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. So striding forward now, Jorge Mateo. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. Simmons on to first, a double play. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis. Softly hit here to the left side. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, D-Roll, that's a case right there. He hit it just like he throwed it. Soft. Not hit all that hard, but it gets the runner in from third.
Yeah, but you know what? Tomorrow's newspapers are going to be wrapping fish, so who cares? I don't care if it's a bullet or...
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. Digging in, Justin Upton. He'll stand in against Trevor Cahill to get the inning underway.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And this is taken in for out number 1. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Lifetime line against Trevor Cahill. He's a .311 hitter. He's also hit 3 home runs. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. At the plate, Zach Cozart. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher. You could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. To third. Chapman has it cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. Here's Luis Valbuena now. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! Standing in now, Albert Pujols. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. But the Angels get 2, both on this. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They've been pretty much unstoppable the last couple of weeks or so. Winners of 9 straight ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, D-Row. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long way in the postseason.
Dan, I've racked my brain trying to figure out what's the best way to go in. Clinch your division early, be playing good baseball, meaningful baseball down the stretch to get into the postseason. Bottom line is, it's an 11-12 game sprint when you get in. You want to be executing on all cylinders when you get in, but anything can happen.
Trout on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting 8th, third baseman.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will close fast out there in right field. Digging in now, Ryan Schimpf. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. At the plate, Martin Maldonado. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. In now is Andrelton Simmons. Lifetime line against Trevor Cahill. He's batting at a .385 clip.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run. And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
And good work there as this is taken for ball 4, and the Angels have themselves a 2-out base runner. Now the payoff pitch home. Sinking line drive out to right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, you start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait for him to lock in, stay within his at-bat, not swing at something outside the zone, and now put it close to third.
Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels. And that brings up Chad Pinder, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
1-1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Jake Smolinski. He reached on a single in his first try. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So stepping in, Zach Kozar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here it comes on 1 and 1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. Here's Luis Valbuena now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled. Stepping up to the plate, Stephen Piscotty. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Fouled away. Hit in the air to right field. Under it is the right fielder. And that's the 1st out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 2.
Here's Chris Davis now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Misses for the 2nd ball.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Scorched to 3rd. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3. Ready once again, Albert Pujols. He got called out on strikes his last time through. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Got him swinging to throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Up next for the Angels.
Stepping into the box, Martin Maldonado. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Pickoff move to second, and he's back easily. Pujols leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Two and one.
1 strike.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 2-2. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay. And the throw skips past him as he can't pick it cleanly. And he can't get back in time, and he is out at second.
The batter, number 2.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. This pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Number 25 would be next. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Line towards center field, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Now the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error on the Oakland line score. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts it. Digging in and looking for more, number 25. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Justin Upton. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Trout. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order, but they're on autopilot 11-1. And that brings up Chad Pinder. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Hit on the ground to third. Cozart showing off his range, and that's the first out.
Up next for Oakland, the shortstop, Jorge.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jorge Mateo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This one skied out toward right. Number 25 is there, and he has it for the out.
Center fielder, number 6.
Standing in, Jake Smolinski. He's 1 for 2 in this one. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. Make it 16 in a row. He's set. At the plate, Zach Cozart. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. Luis Valbuena will be next. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Luis Valbuena will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Smolinski going back and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as the blowout continues.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Into the box, Albert Pujols. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
The 1-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Now another 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielder. Pinder from the outfield grass. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Waiting on it, the right fielder, 1 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now at the plate, Matt Olson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And here's Here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes Trout at the track. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Stepping in now, Jonathan Lucroy. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4. Digging in once again, Dustin Fowler hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. This one's also hit well, deep down the right field line. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Popped him up. Kozar camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Sliding into the box, Matt Chapman. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. And Trout will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Emilio Pagan enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. 1-1. Back up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He went down on strikes last time up.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Pinder onto the grass. Makes the play, 1 away. Into the box now, number 25. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Here's Justin Upton now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. The 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. So a leadoff base hit out of the 9th spot, and that sets the top of the order up nicely here to start the inning. Settling in now, Jorge Mateo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. David Hernandez takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Now at the plate, Jake Smolinski is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. And he strikes out again, and that's the 5th time he's punched out today. This has certainly not been his game. Ready now, Zach Kozar. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Hit back up the middle. Throw gets him 2 down.
The batter, first baseman, Luis Valbuena.
Luis Valbuena will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Another full count pitch home. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a shot towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Left fielder, Chris
Here's Chris Davis now. Swing and a laser off into foul territory. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone. Now batting, Matt Olson. Into the corner and slicing foul. Last strike now for Oakland. Rips this one to first, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Career numbers with David Hernandez. Just 1 for 6. Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 12-3 is the way this one ends. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Parker Bridwell earns his first win of the season. Chris Bassett slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac. from the home. So digging in now, Justin Upton. With just a few games left to play, he comes into this one with a sizable lead in the home run standings.
And the way he's swinging the bat, I don't think anyone catches him. It's got to be a nice feeling stepping to the plate knowing you're going to end up a home run champ.
Line drive, base hit down the line. The throw into second. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Batting second, right fielder.
Into the box, number 25. First chance for him at the plate as he comes into this one right at the 300 mark for the year. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Davis is under it, makes the play, one away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Trout. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. And the changeup is way low that time. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball. Stepping up to the plate, Dustin Fowler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You're walking to the plate. You know your average is dipped below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
And the runner back easily. Fowler gets his lead at first. Nobody out. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Batting third, right fielder.
The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing. Digging in, Zach Cozart. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Here's Luis Valbuena now. His career numbers against Minaya, he's 1 for 3. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. In his career, Valbuena is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. The 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. To second now, but he's safe as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Albert Pujols.
A runner at second, nobody out. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Batting in, second baseman, Ryan
The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. Davis is after it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now at the plate, Martin Maldonado. His career numbers against Minaya, a very impressive 5 for 6. The 1-1 home is a fastball down below the knees.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Barreto brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Here's Chris Davis now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Now to the plate, Matt Olson. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And for the second time in 2 innings here this afternoon, they bounced into a double play. Trace Thompson digs in, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A's go. Beautiful day here in the East Bay as we get a shot there of downtown Oakland, and the Bay set to go here in the third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, number 25.
Digging in for his second at bat, number 25. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. On the year, Simmons is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And he'll snap one over to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Swing and a little tapper. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So now the Angels cleanup batter, Mike Trout. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the 2-1. Hard hit at third. And Trout has himself a base hit.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard to play to me.
In now, Zach Kozart. Hit in the air to straightaway center. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning.
Nope.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And that brings up Chad Pinder. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A plunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. Stepping in, Dustin Garneau. Sliced hard on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Standing in, Luis Valbuena, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Next will be the designated hitter, Albert Pujols. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot for Albert Pujols, number 33 on the year, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at-bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but he waited back on that off-speed pitch and drove it right out of the yard.
Into the box, Ryan Schimpf. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Swing and a miss, got him reaching. He makes the throw to first, 2 down.
Now batting.
In now for the Angels, Martin Maldonado. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Left center, base hit. Here's Justin Upton now.
Left fielder, Justin Upton.
A pause, and the 0-2 changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
And this is fouled at the plate.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
The 1-2. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Popped him up. Garneau is under it. And the inning is over. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
In now, Franklin Barreto. The 2-2. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Stephen Piscotty. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 2-2 the count. The 2-2. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw to third. Brown's throw will come in too late. He's in there at third.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Simmons, well, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Digging in, Matt Olson. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Center fielder number 32.
So striding in, Trace Thompson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in. Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Fouled off. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, not hit all that hard, Hero. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Long dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
Now batting.
Next up for the A's, Dustin Garneau. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch. What a play on the run. Coming to the plate now, number 25. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Chopped on the ground to first. The underhanded flip onto first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. In now is Andrelton Simmons, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And it's fouled away. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A payoff pitch one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Now at the plate, Mike Trout, a hit in 2 tries so far. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away. Ready for another chance. Zach Cozart. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 1-1. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Luis Valbuena waits on deck. Spin and a throw back to second. Runner back standing. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw not in time. And how about that for daring? It's a 2-out double steal. Coming to the plate now, Luis Valbuena. 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And standing in. Trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1 run scores. Throw to second, but he's in there as we're now tied after a pair of runs score on the play.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it, and that's the first out of the inning. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. No hits to this point. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Riding in once again, Stephen Piscotty. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me with the Daniel Gossett will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Ready for another shot now. Martin Maldonado. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. Hit hard on the ground to third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Leadoff man gone for the left fielder Justin Upton. 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Number 25. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Very weakly on the ground. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. On the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Davis connects and sends it to deep left field. And that one is gone!
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Count is 1-2 now. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Striding in for Oakland, Trace Thompson. The 1-1. He's in there for strike number 2. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. 3-2 to the A's center fielder. Matt Chapman will be next. Seared down the first baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Matt Chapman goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. Takes a knee-high fastball. Back up the middle. Simmons to his left. He's there. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. In now is Andrelton Simmons. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. So coming to the plate, Zach Cozart. He's working on bringing home the tying run standing at second base. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 6-5 ball game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Thompson looks up. And this one is gone. A home run. Albert Pujols, a 2-run shot. His second home run of the game as they open up an 8-5 lead.
And this is an all-familiar sight, something we've seen all season long. When they need a clutch hit or an offensive blast, he's their go-to guy. And this is just one example in a long line of many. He's fun to watch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Davis is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready now for L.A. Martin Maldonado. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Justin Upton.
Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Justin Upton. Home run number 65 for him here, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
A curveball hit right back at him, and he'll flip it onto first. And into the box now, Dustin Garneau. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Up next for Oakland.
Striding forward now is the DH, Dustin Fowler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit out towards second. And that's the 2nd out.
Now batting.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first. Liam Hendricks been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Stepping up now, Andrelton Simmons. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Belted high and deep into right center. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout. And he fouls this one off. Base is empty here with nobody out. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Mike Trout becomes the first out of the inning. Hit hard to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Piscotty racing back, still going back, and it's gone as they add still another. Standing in now, Albert Pujols. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center, but not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. And Pujols is going to keep on going. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, Now in the box, Stephen Piscotty. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Takes this the other way to right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first down. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Striding in, Matt Olson, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball called strike, 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Davis leads off first with 1 away. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. On the move is Trout. He gets there, and that's the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Center fielder number 32.
Digging in, Trace Thompson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. 2 balls and a strike to count. 3-1. Matt Chapman would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Boy, and he rips this ball down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. So striding forward now, Martin Maldonado. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's just 2 for 12. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. In the bullpen area, he squeezes it to record the out. Here's Justin Upton now. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Piscotty will get there, and he puts it away to. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Second baseman.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Digging in now, Dustin Garneau. He was a ground-out victim last time up. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest. I didn't think he had 9 innings in him. But he battled, and he finished the game, and he picked up the win along the way, too.
12-5 is the final in this ball game. Los Angeles jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Shohei Ohtani earns his staff-leading 16th victory of the season, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation.